here, although Chronic's gonna
Do
drop it down over to
Do it! Oh! Okay, that was disgusting. We have just seen goal of the weekend. And inside pass. Oh! The boys do it. Justin. Tap down past the cheese. Back left cheddar. Ultimate.
We've got the Ultimates versus GENG.
Major grand finalist taking on the new GENG.
And I'm not gonna lie,
With
I
Justin. Lose this, you are knocked out. You need to win this. It is big for major points to get in. Ultimates need it more. You're probably wondering, why, Cap? Well, Ultimates are in the lower bracket because they lost to me yesterday. With LJ's internet going out. So now we are here, where they need to win this.
As well, major champion. So
They got a top 6, and now if they lose this, it's top 8.
The minority, but GENG has clearly won a lot of hearts and minds out there.
I mean, it's definitely
Daz, thanks for
this
the love,
team
man. I do
has
appreciate it,
done a
Daz.
lot. They've really found themselves
That was
over
cool,
the last
man.
year and a half or so, but ever since that swap for Justin.
Did you do your predictions? I am going with I mean, GENG can win this.
Like refresh to the team,
But
to the
I don't
brand,
know.
to the
Ultimates
mindset
need
of
this win. They're going to be going 110%. This is big for their major. I'm going to go Ultimates.
About them, it just feels like a new era for GENG.
Could this go to 7?
For North America, this first minute quite tight, but GENG has had the initiative at demo from behind. Firstkiller
Appreciate it, Daz.
with no boost. LJ.
Cool to see you back on the stream, Daz.
Full boost. We'll try to keep this close. Firstkiller will clear it down.
I would say, I'll say 4-2 Ultimates.
Be careful here, though. It does take it nicely into an air dribble and hands it off to Cheese.
I think this is going to be tough.
Stuff too. Something I am going to be expecting a lot from this GENG squad. It's more.
I don't know, though. GENG looked really good off the rip.
Is where does Justin
They got good pressure on them.
right? This team used to be extremely
Magic Bear's been unreal.
On the ground, Reynolds was the very demo-heavy player, and now everybody's like, all right, where does Justin?
They look
come
like the
through?
better
He's
team off the first minute and a half.
Very convincing on the offensive front, but he has been a little bit further back in the last few games. We've been able to see him on the stream here. Chronic low boost, tries to make a mid clear. Magic Bear to catch it. Enough to work with to get to the backboard. Maybe a
They're giving them trouble right off the rip.
And by any measure,
they got all the pressure. Oh, he should have faked it.
I think
Justin wanted him to fake it.
Jump early, and that will be a numbers advantage for the Ultimates. Magic Bear forced to clear out on low boost. Even though that attack wasn't
yeah, today's going to be weird with NA because usually Ultimates are in the upper.
Using all his boost to go for that corner double. Chronic does help him.
And then on top of it, you have Shopify they went out 16th, and then you have Complexity didn't get in because Ultimates kind of screwed them with the power outage.
From GENG. Very solid follow-ups now. They seem to be trusting each other. Another demo, big clear out by Justin. Follow it. You already see Magic Bear lurking in the mid for the follow-up. Dead ball on Firstkiller. LJ just trying his hardest. Ultimates have been struggling to get out and at least stay out. This one around the corner. Firstkiller down, no touch on it. Follow from Chronic maybe, but Magic Bear's following it on the nose of his car.
Cheese might have an open net here.
Ooh!
And scores it. You can see this attack.
Good start, man. GENG look like the better team right now.
Actually, there was a bump impact as well in that ball kicking out.
They actually look like the better team the first 3 minutes.
Recognizing the net.
Brewis, thanks for the big 15.
To make the most of that, but that is not how I expected.
Shit, man, I'm here for it. Dude, if Ultimates lose this series, this is going to be crazy for the last regional.
Great awareness on Cheese,
for the last regional.
The matchup on it. Now Ultimate's got to try and do the same here. Got less than 2 to respond off this. GENG has been playing pretty solid defense. It's Justin.
I mean, what are we talking about? Did Ultimates just get the script leak? Ultimates, oh, y'all champions!
It's a lot of these passes from the mid.
Dude, he just zoomed in on Firstkiller. He's just like, right? I'm up.
Slowing them down, but the fact that GENG are able to get in so frequently.
Dude, they did that same thing last week.
Building up, waiting to find another shot.
I think the guy hit the wrong button.
That shot in, trying to waste that boost.
Sam, thanks for the big 9 months.
And another pre-jump. We've seen a few double commits by the Ultimates. Open net. That was disastrous.
Uh-oh.
They double commit, then Firstkiller doesn't make contact.
Firstkiller goes for the double touch, doesn't get it. LJ Chronic flipping back, doing the same thing.
There's a little bit of desperation to the ultimate.
They expect him to get the double touch, but two players in the same spot should not be a thing. Well cut, thanks for the big 31, man.
In the ultimates, and it is pretty.
Oh my God, bro.
Easy is the right word, but it is fairly frequent that you can catch the ultimates off guard.
Dude, if ultimates lose this series, that'll be a 6th place and 8th place. Does that mean they're gonna have to like make a grand final?
There's been a couple of team bumps this game. The last
or will it be like a
LJ and Firstkiller running into each other? Justin got bumped, but still stayed on the play.
Oh my
there was
God.
a fake, no contact comes out on
Gen
the
G,
shot.
come on.
It looked like Cheese was last back, expecting Chronic to get a touch on this, and Chronic just lets it through.
You know what? Let the mind games work. Do what you got to do on that one. 1 goal deficit, 42 seconds on the clock. Let's see what we get off the kickoff.
4 cars just went for a kickoff.
It's 50 up and around.
What up, Forky?
Chronic had to go for the boost, but Cheese has enough time to take a shot, just enough in time.
Oh, he's got his dodge.
Save, and 30 seconds on the clock left for Ultimates to get in this. It's their turn on last attack.
They just need to outplay his complexity if they lose this.
This might have killed it.
Yeah, but that starts getting scary.
Oh, Cheese. It's
I don't know.
Oh, Cheese.
I mean, you would think they'd be fine.
Early in those 2v1s, you want to go quickly, and Cheese landing a bump paves the way for an open net.
I mean, Gen G looking like the better team. Cheese gets a reset, leaves it, goes for the bump.
Everybody has been waiting.
Firstkiller's not there.
Step up over time. He's had so much known potential.
All right.
But my lord, since this roster move, there has just been a new level of confidence to him in his playstyle, and 2-0 up, 7 on the clock. It is just not enough.
No, LJ's home now.
Back into this game number 1, and there it is. Gen G Mobile 1 make their opening statement.
Not a good game 1 for Ultimates. Well played out of Gen G.
And well,
sounds like something like our parents would say back in the day.
Passion needs to strike the Ultimates as they're down.
What the hell does that even mean?
Yeah, but it is, it's a long series, best of 7. Chronic gets bumped right off kickoff. Cheese had also jumped, though.
All right, game 2. Remember, these teams do have timeouts as well.
Tried to tip it away from LJ. LJ actually was able to get a touch on that ball. Cheese nicely defending off his own back wall. The ultimate.
I don't know. Now I'm thinking this might go 7. And I'm here for it.
At least some slight changes on how they're coming or deciding to go on those balls where double commit is a potential mistake, because we saw multiple double commits from them. We saw
no drops. Once Rocket League, if they turn them on, they'll be on, but apparently they don't. So everyone's just lying in their title right now.
For sure. There's got to be also a level of respect given to the Gen G defense. You can't just assume that you're going to easily get through them. Their transitions
including
out
me,
have been
yes.
so clean. We got a lot of examples of that in the first game, but we're seeing it here again in the second. Another clear forward from Magic Bear. Even on low boost, Gen G still managed to force some sort of a play, which in turn forces the Ultimates on a little bit lower resources on their transitions out. Cheese 1v1 on LJ. LJ tried his hardest.
Gen G looked dialed, man.
One on up. Again, there comes that very quick, clear transition out for Gen G.
And that was a good pop from Justin, because LJ was a threat to 50 that ball, but Justin getting the necessary height to get it up and over, but does drop it down into a perilous spot. Ball kicks out to Justin. He's going to play it off the backboard.
Read.
Tries to make things
Never mind.
for Chronic, but Chronic handles it nicely. LJ,
I forgot these guys are legit pros.
50 from Magic Bear.
I'm not hitting that ball.
On it. That gives space to Cheese. Cheese off the ceiling, goes for the ceiling shot. Firstkiller will save it off to the side, but more pressure coming out for Gen G.
Magic Bear past 1.
God, I should have been competing today, man.
There on the ground. That's a great attempt forward.
Fucking hell.
Tried to put it on in. It's
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Still reminiscent of that game 1. Very scoreless.
Look at that pass.
In the opening.
Justin is the top 3 easiest teammate to play with.
The first half of this game hurt completely Gen G. It's still scoreless.
You lost to EXO?
Has been the one who's putting up.
Why are you acting like EXO's horseshit?
Again, a lot of it.
Oh, look, drops are not available. They just pinned a message.
They are slowly
because the whole chat's
figuring this
bitching.
team out more frequently than
They'll
most.
be here
Right
next
there with
weekend,
NRG.
fingers crossed. Uh-oh.
At least
They're
take
gonna
them
piss a
down.
lot of people off.
Magic Bear
Everyone's
this one
about to
back.
dip.
Firstkiller just to follow. And
People
like
are
you said,
spamming
it's
it
all
so
Gen G
much
right
in
now.
the
Even when the
mainstream
Ultimates have the ball,
that they had to
it
fucking
feels
acknowledge it.
slower, but that's a fast shot, a fast follow-up,
Dude,
and
GENG
another goal for
looked
Gen
great.
G.
And look at the options.
Cheese, inside pass, Magic Bear goes back wall. Cheese gets a demo, Justin's there.
That was not what the Ultimate.
This is bad for Ultimates.
Justin. He's the one taking the shot, and that's who you want taking the shot. He hit the most famous shot in RocketLeague.
T, they don't have
history.
drops on,
Justin
so it's in
is shooter.
shambles right now.
And I love that play from Gen G.
It's just the workings of exactly what you want from them too, right? Like you said, you want to see Justin out there shooting, being a striker for this squad. It's that extra bit of oomph that this team has been missing. Now on the flip side, Ultimates, they got 3 very intensive shooters, or at least 2 for the most part. Chronic's usually a little bit.
Now I won't lie,
quieter, but he's gonna take this
13K
ball,
is actually
try
pretty
and open
bad.
something up for the Ultimates.
Like, I'm
Back
trying to
down
like
out
sit here and
mid,
think to myself, but
2v1,
13K
and it
is
still
like,
pops in favor of Gen G. Gen G have just done an incredible
that's not what
job
you want
of
to see.
mirroring and
I remember
matching the pace
Retals
of the
back in the
Ultimates
day
and
getting
not even letting
100K.
themselves get
Dude,
worn out.
Virtuoso, I remember I played NRG and like on a Saturday. It wasn't even like a Sunday. And it was me,
Chronic.
like J-Pow and Hawkster, I think. We first picked up Hawkster. And it was like the most viewed like our org was ever had. Their eyes on, they were loving it because it had like 140K viewers
Rebound for Cheese.
in like 2020.
Gen G are up by 2.
To the fans
It was
out
crazy.
there, kiss the ring.
Bro,
Cheese
is this gonna be a
is
sweep
all
for Gen
over the
G?
place on every single play.
Yeah,
2
COVID and
up,
free to play. It was
1
nuts.
minute and 4 to go.
It was like
Gen G
140K
really
viewers.
and truly, I wouldn't even say they're in their flow state, but they just, it feels like they have a plan and it works beautifully, and they're not straying from it.
And
With
not
less than a
only
minute
that,
to go.
Oh, I don't know,
and the
Nyquist.
plan gives
I was just
players
talking
the
Twitch.
creativity and the confidence. I mean, that play that I'm sure we'll see.
I need to see
on
Gen G at the
high-performance
major.
replay,
Because right
where
now I
that
have
player
them
has
making
the
top
option to
8.
Go with the give and go with Cheese, but instead,
Right, I have them in top 8.
Justin's going to take that shot, but
They need to
hold
win
up.
this game.
Firstkiller, following a demo, following a little bit of chaos, does put the Ultimates.
What, you don't think Gen G can
Not
make a
over till
top
it's
8 with
over
how
on
good this
one.
team
Magic
looks?
Bear's touchback, just unfortunate, goes straight into the nose of FK, and he sees his opportunity, seizes it, and 39 on the clock.
The reason they made the change is because they wanted more of a chance at doing good at international lands.
No touch.
They were sick of going to events and people like us thinking they don't have a chance at top 8.
Well, good spot out. You saw Justin having to dodge that bump attempt. Justin is so good at that. If you watch him, that is a part of his game which is so strong. He knows when players are trying to take him out, and he's able to navigate around them. And that was a huge play right there. If Justin gets bumped, that's likely the equalizing goal.
9 seconds.
Why is
Taking their
top 8
time,
the goal?
Ultimate.
Shouldn't it be to win it? Well, of course,
A
but you gotta take
tiny
steps to
bit
get
of
there.
last-second pressure, but Gen G's gonna put an end to it right here. FK.
You don't just say I want to work out one
Taking
day
his
and you're
time, has to get around
fucking
one, he does. Chronic's there to try and
juice,
help him go.
right?
LJ's
It's a
the
process.
one to get the touch. It's slowly going towards this grab.
You gotta find your way there.
Will kill their dreams in the top.
All right, here we go. Big game for Ultimates.
And now Gen G.
Justin says I'm back. I never left.
One open at a time to put themselves in that same
LJ,
position.
are you out of your
LJ
fucking
off the
mind going
backboard
for that?
here. No follow-up to be found. It's Justin hand up. The Ultimates already.
After the timeout break, they need to win this game. If not, we might be
There
seeing
was an
a
idea
sweep.
there. You saw, I think it was
for
Firstkiller
Justin.
after LJ was already in the air, signaling that it might be a fake, but neither one of them made
Yo,
contact
no
on
matter
the ball,
what
so
goal goes in next
it
time,
appears the
I'm
Ultimates
gassing
still
Justin.
a bit discombobulated to start things
I don't
out
care
in
if he's
game
not
3,
even
and this
involved
is
in the
a
Gen G
very
passing
important game for the series, especially coming off the back of that.
I already
timeout
have
by
my
the
thumbnail.
Ultimates.
It says Justin is back. And that was made before, even if they lose this
From
series.
Magic Bear. Felt like it was almost going into an open net. LJ just had to kind of throw himself at it. Here comes Cheese working together with one. Demo on out. Justin to follow. If there was a bump on LJ, that could have found its way on in. But for now, Gen G just want to amount the pressure so
Please
heavily
be a
on
Justin
the
own
Ultimates
goal.
that they
I'm not
crack.
getting hyped for that one. They just need to score any type of goal.
Did land the demo. Cheese. Let's try to float behind this ball to get.
If you're watching on the YouTube right now, I love
GENG
you.
on the attack once more.
That was actually almost gross.
See the Ultimates have boost, but they're all on their back wall, and then when they're forced to go,
I mean, GENG literally have all the pressure. They have all the pressure.
Stretches for that save, but still boost and possession potentially here for GENG. LJ trying to get the 50.
Justin, do some crazy shit. Just do it for us.
From Justin went for the dunk, but didn't get it.
This is such a beautiful flow of rotation.
Bro,
GENG
GENG actually look disgusting right now.
Very clean and frustrating.
They're making ultimates just like
Every time they
suffocated.
get to that midline, there is somebody
Justin!
on the field waiting to take this ball back, and then that second man comes on through. And there it is, the stop from Justin. You wait for that next person to put their hand on up. It's gonna be Magic.
No!
Ultimate.
Firstkiller says, Justin, I am the best player in this lobby, not you. Respect me. All right, that's what I'm working with for part 1. I had to. I needed something. I was too committed.
Magic Bear couldn't get there in time. And Firstkiller gives the Ultimates the lead, even though the Ultimates haven't had a lot of time on attack.
I just need a goal for Justin. Has he scored yet? He has, but I need something actually.
Lead. Will they be able to hold on to it?
Another take, that was ass. Some guy's gonna be so confused when he watches the intro. Why is he gassing Justin when they just got scored on?
Firstkiller recognized that GENG was a little slow to get up to this ball. Now GENG in a slightly unfamiliar position in this series. Almost boxed in their half. A couple of decent shots coming out from the Ultimates. 2 LJs. He's out into the corner.
What up,
For
fail?
now, GENG, they just got to respect that the Ultimates are starting to get into the groove of things.
LJ going for a flip reset 50. Firstkiller's already up. Pinches it, gets it out to the corner, trying to get a rebound out
Great
in the middle
play.
of the field. It's a bit chaotic in front of net. GENG do manage to clear to the corner, but this Ultimates team are starting to get some momentum.
Nice demo. Ultimates want to get a little aggressive with it. They are one of the more, you know, aggressive teams out there on the field, I would say. But right now, GENG, they've done an incredible job of just matching the energy, not letting the demos or the bumps freak them out into getting spazzed out on their flow. Firstkiller pops this up, tries to get another follow touch, but to himself on it. Instead,
beat by
GENG
Justin.
clears out.
Excellent.
Magic Bear has no angle to score. Motherfucker, bro. Dude, Twitch is just butthole now. Straight up.
Win that, they might be scoring
Straight
another
up.
one.
Twitch is just asshole now.
Justin, fantastic speed.
It does it like once in like every 45 minutes now.
The Ultimates
You'll get like one little circle.
clinging to this single goal.
Watch on the tube, I'm good.
might
Then
be the
dude's
difference.
bitch because it's 2 seconds delayed. We're good.
That's a nice.
It's not my
pass.
internet.
Again,
My stream
these
doesn't
touches
lag. It's
between
just
GENG
Twitch.
are so smooth. Musty up, bounce out, cheese to the backboard.
I have 1,000.
Magic Bear in the corner too, just trying to bump around and give GENG a little bit more possession
Inside.
time. But for now, Ultimates doing a little bit better of at least keeping these ones on out. Dead ball there by Magic Bear, less than a minute to go.
Dive on that challenge. LJ last back will pop it up. Now Magic Bear uncontested.
Yo, that first touch was
Goes for an
crazy.
air dribble 50. Rebound out in front of net.
Yo, where would
Space
you
for
guys
GENG.
put Magic Bear in
Doesn't have
NA
a lot
right
of boost
now?
here. Needs a good first
Where would
touch.
you rate him?
Little lacking there. Wanted to probably pop that up to be able to go for a solo play, but the pressure still going. Chronic trying to
Top
keep this
5-ish.
close to the corner. Final 30 seconds. The
I feel
Ultimates
like
still
right
holding
now
on to
you
that
gotta
1
go
lead.
like, obviously,
LJ over one.
the in our.
It's in.
Oh! Magic Bear does it again! Justin has been a menace on the field and just setting him up over and over again.
The way he landed on him too, he was like, as soon as I nosedive into you, you take
I don't
that
even think he
shot."
was involved in that
21
play.
seconds and a tie
But if you're
game
watching on the YouTube, I
between the
seriously love you, man.
Ultimates and
You're a
GENG.
legend.
Cheese up to Justin. Justin gonna try and do a miracle run here, although Chronic's gonna
Do
stop
it.
it. Down over to
Do
Firstkiller.
it! Oh! Okay, that was disgusting. We have just seen goal of the weekend out of Firstkiller. Ah, that actually was gross. Hey, mods, can you please clip me that reaction? I'll throw that to Twitter. Please, I'm being dead ass. I'm being dead ass, please. Can you just send that goal? That was sick. That was actually the best goal we've seen in a minute. Thank you, Cozy.
Not quite.
That was
The
actually
Ultimates are
fucking
not
sick.
Going down without a fight. As this one goes back, this could hit the ground. LJ
What
said
a
maybe one more,
goal.
but 2 is enough.
Yo!
Breaking these guys down on defense, how we've been generating opportunities. Firstkiller, he hit a Firstkiller shot, but he can't do that over and over again, can he? But that's maybe what Greg is saying.
Dude! GENG get a kickoff goal right off the rip.
You want to ask if they can hit a shot?
Double
multiple
kickoff
times
comes in. First gets faked out.
That was nasty. If you watch Firstkiller, it completely faked out on that play. Cheese pretends like he's gonna cut. Firstkiller bites. Nice play there by Cheese, who has had a great series so far.
He really has. Now you got to see how well does he hold up on defense. That was an area of struggle for him for a long time.
All right.
It's fine. If you got Justin on your back line, you can definitely breathe in those
I just
moments.
tweeted
Nice
it out.
and
If you
clear
guys
there
missed
as
the goal
LJ
and want
tries
to see
get
it.
around it. Magic Bear keeps it blue side and Justin to follow.
Give us 7, bro.
In his viewfinder, it's
I
all
reported
3
your
members of
tweet.
the
Good.
Ultimates just staring at him, waiting, ready to go.
You
Firstkiller's
sound
gonna try
jealous.
and recreate. Pass off to LJ. Shot. Sent off.
All right. If you guys want to go drop a like, go for it.
Keep them out.
Go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
Going for the demo.
If you guys missed it.
1-2 clear. But Firstkiller.
Woo! Thank you, Cozy.
That ball up and over the oncoming challenge.
LJ kind of fell off. How does a team fall off when they just made the major grand final?
It just seems like a trademark of all Firstkiller teams, where it doesn't matter who he's playing with. Out there, he does so much work. Now Flipper, he's had a chance to get the double.
That would have been gross, man.
Magic Bear.
Chat, who y'all taking? Who y'all taking?
Double commit by the Ultimates, but it's boomed all the way downfield, and Justin, I think, won't.
Okay, Justin does a great job there to avoid the demo and get boost.
Team buff by the Ultimates as well.
I mean, again, a lot of this is coming down to the level of speed that GENG's forced
GENG.
into, right?
You're taking GENG?
Trying to keep a flow in it right now, but GENG's slowly starting to ramp up. LJ, flick over 1.
Oh, great speed by FK. Inside pass. Great save by Cheese.
Keeps them out.
That was a very nice.
God, if Ultimates lose this series, this is going to make the last regional insane. Because that would be an 8th place and a 6th place.
Positioning, awareness, being calm, able to get it now. Chance.
Oh my God! Okay, Ultimates are officially have their backs against the wall.
Firstkiller was rushing to get back, but Cheese.
Backs are against the wall. This is where it starts to get scary.
Line of sight and communication too on this one, right? But also, I feel like this component that doesn't usually get talked about for GENG often is the confidence that they are playing with right now. It usually at any given time when you see that you are going against the Ultimates in general, you are like, okay, this is a challenge. But for Cheese, no, this is another day in the office now. They know that they are nearing the
I just hope we
that
get
these
some
other
tiebreakers
top
this
teams
time.
Are constantly placed at.
I want to see a tiebreaker,
For
one
now,
best
the
of
Ultimates,
7.
They just got to keep one foot in front of the other, still down by
Last
2.5
year,
to
last
go.
split, we almost had GENG with a
I believe it was
tiebreaker.
teammates who was talking
But then they end
about
up winning the event.
Earlier on the pre-show, where you can see that belief is there for GENG.
Suki,
and that belief is the key element. You can have players who actually
Joban,
are
thank
the
you for the
most
big sub.
talented,
I appreciate it.
mechanical players in the game, but if they don't believe they can win, you won't win. So these GENG players, it feels like they believe, just based on the way they're playing the game, the way they're executing, and particularly Cheese out there he has been the heart and soul of the team in this series for GENG.
Slowing things down
LJ
here
still
over
has
the
never won a
corner.
regional.
His Firstkiller, nice flick.
Is that
over
true?
1. There comes Cheese.
Never
again.
won
Of
with
course,
Chicago.
Cheese has just been honestly invaluable in this series right
I think
now.
you're right.
With how much he's been doing up
Yeah,
and down
them
the
losing
field.
that
Here
GENG
comes Justin
one was
next.
one I think they
Boost
thought they
still
100%
manages, though,
had.
to transition GENG out of this. As this game number 4 nears its
Dude,
close,
GENG
Ultimates
might be the real
really
fucking
gotta
deal,
start to
guys.
step things
I
up
mean,
a
this
little
is
bit, get
back-to-back
creative like we saw
regionals where they're
at the end
beating
of
good
that game number
teams.
3.
Their only team that can beat them is
Ultimates still
NRG.
have time. Backward pass attempt.
NA,
Firstkiller.
honest to God, might have
For
4
backflip
teams in
pass.
top 4
Chronic
at the next major.
Mile on that ball and used up all his boost. Does land a bump on Cheese. Now cutting off the angle from Justin. Chronic did well to open up space for his team on attack, and still Ultimates have time on attack, but boost out for Firstkiller. LJ the only one with it. LJ high lob. Cheese is waiting on the backboard. Low boost for him though. He's a bit awkward. This is a great attack
fucking
here for
pass.
the ultimate. Justin saves
Chronic!
With low
That's
boost
gotta
and
be a
open,
goal,
and it
my
seemed like
guy.
I didn't think Justin had a chance at stopping
Uh-oh,
that.
big whiff.
I didn't either. You watched all of Genji's
That's
resources
gotta be a
start
goal,
depleting,
man.
and still just enough to keep them out and giving the Ultimates hope. 30 seconds left on the clock.
All right,
Hope is
GENG are gonna
definitely
be up
slipping away from the
3-1,
Ultimates' mind.
and Ultimates have already
GENG
used their
just
timeout.
One challenge at a time is enough to waste precious time.
This is where you start
that they need
shitting
to
yourself
keep
if you're an
this going.
Ultimates fan.
LJ, air dribble down, no pass off to
Because
Chronic.
what happens in
Instead,
the next
it's another
regional if they play against
wide open
NRG
touch.
in their bracket?
Firstkiller tries to
They
make a
go to
center
the
over.
lower,
It's another send out
and then they
for
have like,
Gen
you know what I mean?
G.
Like it gets
One
scary as fuck
last
again.
attempt. If the
Because now they're
Ultimates
losing
can
Gen
take
G in the
this here,
lower.
but they
Gen
won't.
G's playing good.
Gen G Mobile 1 are headed to match point.
Wow.
So now we're putting
Now
Justin
they
back
gotta
on
do
in
one more
Gen.
time. Gen G Mobile 1 game away from taking down one of the absolute top teams in North America.
How much do these guys get paid?
And in commanding
I mean,
fashion,
like your
the
teams that
one
are
game
making
that the
deep
Ultimates
runs
have
at the
so
major,
far was
like
thanks
have a
to
chance of winning a
remarkable
major,
solo effort
are
from
getting paid a
Firstkiller.
bag. Like your K, what up,
Must-win
Fruity?
game here for the Ultimates.
Your K Corps,
Already the Ultimates
your
forced to play
NRGs,
defense.
your
Firstkiller,
Ultimates,
though, solo play opportunity.
your
Quick
Falcons,
reset, gets around one, goes
you know,
for
like
50.
wow.
Gets the dunk, and maybe Firstkiller is just that good. Maybe
I mean,
he
you're
can
getting
do
paid.
it on his
Firstkiller
own.
is straight
He
up just
definitely
1v3.
can. The reset over one. The
Firstkiller
double
is here.
Justin's car.
I mean, you're probably getting
Dunk
paid like
That
8.5
is an
to
opening
like 10.
statement for the Ultimates to say we are still here.
Could be more. A bit more.
Dang.
Back in the day, it was
That's why
more.
you can never count any team Firstkillers on out. But Justin with a little bouncer.
Yeah, a million.
Caught me in lackadaisical myself.
Justin
I
goes
didn't
off
think
the
Justin could
wall.
score this.
Quick shot.
It was a miscommunication.
There we
He was
go,
gonna be
Justin.
back, and Justin
Nice
scores it.
little skim shot.
You know what? If
Justin.
you can catch the Ultimates out and see and
1-1.
spot where that miscommunication comes in.
It's a battle.
that-
Firstkiller
you're gonna
versus
own them.
Justin.
And the fact that Genji were able to spot that, good on them. 45 seconds into this, we have a tied game. A much quicker game, too, than we've seen in the past. Usually the first 2 minutes or so are scoreless, but
Beautiful.
not this time.
Beautiful.
Even Chronic
Look at the setup by
getting
LJ.
involved
LJ
on
goes
the
around
play. The
one,
pass
goes
out
in,
from
catches it with a
LJ.
reset,
This
uses
is
his
the
dodge,
ultimate
pops it
that we
over
were
Cheese
expecting
and
to see
Magic
in the
Bear.
beginning of the series.
And if you're the Ultimates or a fan of the Ultimates, you love that it was LJ and Chronic making that play happen because they were involved in that mix-up on the last play where Chronic was playing second man, thought LJ was third, LJ wasn't back. That can be pretty discouraging. That can mess up the mental, but they bounce back and get the lead right back for the Ultimates. So good response there. The play from Chronic and LJ. Ultimates back.
I gotta give a shout out to Gen G.
Now we gotta
Seeing,
see what they can do with this momentum.
what they saw on
Dangerous,
Justin.
Almost an open Nick
Because
sort of situation.
I
They
will
are
say, I
target
didn't know,
shy.
I thought Justin was
She's
kind of
around
on his
line, no
last
room to
limb.
double up
I
the
did.
side. The follow from Justin very, very quick.
But I was proven wrong,
A
man.
little risky of a cheat up from
I
the
was
third
proven
man
wrong.
from Magic Bear in this situation, but when you're playing confidently enough to take those shots and you know you're gonna get the touch on it and win your challenge, it's a worthy risk.
Sometimes
I'm not
those
being a hater. It's
risks
just like
could
there
be the
were
difference
series
between
on
a game win and a
Shopify
game
where
loss.
Heart looked the worst, Two Piece
And
looked
the
the
belief
worst,
by
Justin
GG
looked the
has been
worst.
paying
Like there
off
were
so
series
far,
people
but
were
the
saying Justin
individual
threw and
excellence
shit.
From Firstkiller has been shining through.
Right?
Now
But
Chronic
it's
has
different
a
when
chance
you
to
play
do
against
something.
them. These guys
Goes for an
obviously see
extra air
different.
dribble. Cheese takes it off his hands, stays behind it.
He's been
And
great.
50s it out at the midfield. Justin was hanging out in the corner, praying for that boost to respawn, and he didn't get it. Wasn't able to go for that ball.
Is
Well,
Justin
LJ
the
has
GOAT?
it now.
1, 2, 3,
You
4
can
in
see
here.
Chronic waiting for the moment to go on up and catch it, but I like the patience from him, the recognizing that, all right, this isn't actually going to unfold into anything for us. It's
Yes,
better just
fat
to be a
ass,
little
you
bit
gotta
more
go get a
defensive
hobby,
and
bro.
Not allow Genji even
You got nothing
out
going
of
on
their
today?
half. Chronic.
You just
gonna try
clear your
and box the
schedule
back
anytime
to their
Justin
side,
plays.
2 resets forward. Nice touch there in the end. Again,
Is this
keeping
Justin from the old
Ultimates
NRG? Yeah.
At least on the push, but they're already sent back. And at least back in a decent fashion. There is no, struggle or race back for the Ultimates.
Firstkiller will challenge this off the ceiling and booms it past the midfield. Great challenge there, and Cheese missed the corner boost, letting Firstkiller get it. We'll see if that bites GENG. Firstkiller will loop
I
back
clear
into
my
the play
schedule
with
every
that
time
full
you
boost,
stream.
but Cheese
We need
gets
more
it around
people
and
like
50
that.
Back to Firstkiller. We'll try to back
Give us a
pass it.
game
Cheese
7
is
for the
able to get
culture.
mid-boost. Firstkiller going towards net. It's up and over.
You think GENG can beat a team like Dig or GK? Yeah.
Here comes Cheese.
Definitely.
Nice big clear.
What?
And a better follow around the corner, but for now,
I hope that's a
GENG
troll question.
are trailing, which has been rare for them in this series. They've only been behind one other time. Justin, nice flick. Pass over to Magic. On the crossbar. It was such a well-executed plan, too, for Magic Bear to be cheated up that far in advance, and now they just go for it again.
I think it would be a game that, like, those series would go either way, though.
But the GENG pressure continues.
Like, it would be a
on,
really good
and
series.
It might have been too much, but Magic Bear just
Because there's times where Dig was very good.
to catch the ultimates back.
That was a nutty pass attempt from Justin as well. Justin.
I mean, the way this GENG team's look, though, man. I mean, they're making this look easy.
GENG, such a good scoring chance. Magic Bear was gonna want that one back. He could have scored that
I mean,
one.
Firstkiller is just being Firstkiller, though.
Magic Bear goes for a 50. Went low. Justin has full boost here in the corner. What will he do? Tries to stay behind it, but LJ will win that forward. Cheese racing to it. It's off target. Cheese going to try to pass this over to Justin. Justin up, uncontested for now. Flip reset, uses it early, but Chronic was there at the backboard to catch it.
Still, ultimates are keeping it going. There was no trade-off or pass-up on that play. Instead, LJ has to catch it on the ground and keep it going, but 30 seconds on the clock. 1 goal lead for the Ultimates. Maybe they can turn
You
it
think
into
Justin
2
will
and
have
breathe a little
land
better
jitters?
into the next 20
Dude,
seconds
I
or
just
so.
thought
Yes,
about
Chronic
that.
is
Great
going to
shot.
give
We're
them
going to see Justin on land again.
Chronic sees Cheese challenging.
That's going to be pretty
and he
sick.
remembers that Justin play from
That's going to be a lot of hype.
Sees Cheese coming in, goes for the light touch, the little
If he
bounce,
makes crowd.
throwing the change up.
Oh,
And that was enough
they'll
to
definitely
get
play in front of the crowd at
that
least
insurance
once.
goal here for
Isn't
Ultimates.
it round
They have
5
bounced
plays in
back.
front of
They are
crowd
right
nowadays?
back in this series. This was the foothold they needed. They needed this win so badly, and in this fashion as well. I think this is going to be a big confidence boost.
Oh, it's
for
only
LJ
top
and
8.
Chronic. And it might be
Now.
everyone showing up to the party.
That's
the
only for
Ultimates,
Worlds.
which could spell disaster for
I mean-
GENG. If they're gonna just go right into it, and it looks like they are. No timeout called.
Give
for
us
GENG.
a
They're gonna
game
try to end it
7.
here in game 6.
One more attempt. For
Give us
GENG
a
on
game
ending
7.
here, but another chance
Reynolds
for
retired?
the Ultimates to force us into Champions Field. We're gonna see, do the Ultimates continue their momentum? For now, GENG is blue side, but FK, even on low boost, manages to get him out. Tried to get a pass to LJ. Chronic to follow. It's a slow shot with low boost. But a great opener.
Well, air dribble pass again. Magic Bear clings it off the bar. These last 2 games, the Magic Bear and the
With
bar
Little Step Bros
have been
outplacing
having
us,
issues. Is that what,
I am
is
officially
that what the
announcing
coach
my
was talking about when
retirement.
It was the bar exam, because I don't know if Magic Bear was
Top
past it.
cheddar and
You know what? That might have been the
GENG.
one.
Justin. Trying to
Give
slow
us game
things down
7.
To go for a flip reset, but
If we don't get a game
not
7,
given
we
the
will
time.
riot.
Chronic taps it down. Lots of boost here for GENG if they can get possession cleanly. Cheese will go for net. LJ pops it up. Firstkiller also goes. This could be good for GENG, but LJ does grab that corner boost. Test for Magic Bear, the infield pass. Firstkiller there to stop it out.
Nice. Go!
The third player beat
Go!
him. Trying to rotate
Go!
as quickly as possible. Chronic trying to dish it in, and LJ also dove. So now that's a
Oh,
two on
fuck
last
no.
man. Can Cheese get the shot? Goes for a bump instead, but Chronic
This is a good
got
first
back
series of the
just
day,
in
folks.
time. High-speed panic plays on both sides of the field, but now we start to normalize a bit.
Chronic on down. It started off with like a nice level of patience too from them. Like you said, panic is really just what immersed on the field from everyone after that. Cheese, wide shot. Chronic sends it
Come
down.
on, give us game
Of course,
7.
Chronic is starting to wake up a little bit.
I still
He's
think
getting
Ultimates are
way
favored in
more
this series.
involved on these attacks, and the creativity from him to try and get the Ultimates on in is really what should be, you know, making GENG fear them a little bit more than they were in the first few games of this series. Chronic tries to get around 1, pass to LJ, he catches it. And Magic Bear, that is a player that's been a little bit slower, but FK is not slow by any means.
Oh my God, Firstkiller is doing whatever he wants.
Firstkiller usually good to take at least 2 defenders out of the play. LJ going for a double.
Oh! Bang! Firstkiller lobs it up. LJ goes to the back wall, finds the double.
From the get-go, and you knew that he was going to be able to do it.
And we are 2 minutes away from a Game 7. GENG, we're up 3-1. Are we seeing a 3-1 series lead blown?
He's going to get over 1. Out into the corner, Magic Bear tries to get a touch and get his team out to speed, but
GENG still have their timeout as well. So after this, they will call it. Take a little mental breather. They saved it just in case. Cavs versus Warriors. I was thinking about that too when I said that. Did anyone watch my Indiana Pacers get shit on yesterday?
You could see Justin not even pre-jumping, maybe expecting the fake and wanting to play.
That series is not over. I had Cavs winning that series 4-2 from the beginning. I'm hoping to God we could somehow win the next game. That fucking OKC game was crazy. I watched that game, and then I went to bed.
Up by 1.
Yeah, Halliburton needs to, I don't know, bro. That guy's been smoking some fucking dick.
Magic Bear trying to get a bump on Chronic. Chronic still staying in the play. Firstkiller, hard hit off the ceiling. Now possession for GENG.
Nice little throw down there, but again, these clean catches out from GENG are really what are going to help them get back into that blue sky.
He hit a buzzer beater? Yeah, but then he had 4 points in the next game.
And time is definitely taken away. Just over a minute to go here. Chronic already up. Challenge on Justin and down. Great follow from Magic Bear, and that's what GENG's kind of been missing in the last few moments of this game, is the speed in which they follow each other is just a lot slower than it was before.
And the Ultimate's pace is picked up. Cheese won't be able to get there.
Double commit for GENG.
Around him, melting even more time off the clock. LJ going for a solo play. Magic Bear gets it back down to the ground though. Firstkiller jumps immediately, didn't want to have to deal with a bump, and got a piece of that ball. Chronic slow plays it and hands it off to LJ. The composure from Chronic on that play, so important. Let Ultimates get out quite quickly. Low boost here for GENG as we approach this final 30 seconds. Justin going for a 50. LJ had to jump from a standstill. Will be contested. Justin the drop pass. Nobody's there. And LJ would clear it out. And then Firstkiller going for a shot.
All right, GENG are going to call a timeout.
10 seconds. Can GENG find their miracle shot? Cheese down. FK pops it up. Justin's going to try and find another iconic one, but instead, it's just another...
Justin! Inside pass!
Cheese.
Oh! Bang! The boys do it! Justin! Tap down past the Cheese! Back left cheddar! We're not done yet!
And guess what?
Yo, can we all admit something and don't be biased? This is already a... Oh my God! They just won like that! Ultimates are out! Oh my God! And pressure is on for Ultimates in the last regional.
Ring. GENG Mobile 1 are not...
Oh my God. Yo, we gotta get that map out of the game, AJ. Oh shit. They just snagged that game. Jesus rapping right now. Catch me in my Mercedes bumping ice to ice straight till I die. Like I have a paradise. I'm crazy till I lose. Literally. Oh! Oh!